You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. It is Wednesday, October the 6th. How the heck are you? Yep. It is October 6th, 2021. It is Hump Day, USA. And I hope you guys are enjoying the work week as it is almost over. Congratulations. You're already here to Wednesday. It is the Hump Day of the week. Damn it! It's not what I need right now. Are you scared? Are you scared? Who's here? Third phase of moon is here. Hey, what are you guys up to, huh? B. Baker's here. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Felicia the Beautiful Flores. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Troy SR71. Welcome to the show. Los Gods. Welcome to the show. TV Invent. Hey, look, my glasses fogged up. That is so weird. Why would they fog up inside? TV Invent. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Coral Ann. Welcome to the show. Troy, just Troy, welcome to the show. Alcy Tiger, Third Phaser, Goofonian Rock Fam, welcome to the show. Hey, did that ever go through? Troy, just Troy, welcome to the show. Where is, I want to see if it, there it is, yep. Alcy Tiger, Third Phaser, Goofonian Rock Fam is a moderator. Now, so watch your P's and Q's around that guy, eh? Hey, Stan's Cave, welcome to the show. Dorothy Hawkins, welcome to the show. Let me go back down to where you guys are. Tim Frick, welcome to the show. Stan's Cave, Dorothy Hawkins, welcome to the show, welcome to the show. Hellfire Studios, what's up? Welcome to the show. As a matter of fact, Hellfire, you were also going to be blue. And there it goes. Congratulations. You are now blue. Should be. Should be. I do what I gotta do. Appreciate it. Sir Wolf 67. Welcome to the show. Randall Hill. Welcome to the show. Carrie Rose. Welcome to the show. Triple Qvid. Welcome to the show. Gorilla Gamer. Welcome to the show. Moonlight. Welcome to the show. Ian Burwell. Welcome to the show. Ale Warrior. Welcome to the show. Alien Critter. Welcome to the show. Zach.Kiss Monsu. Welcome to the show. Scotty Eisner, not Billy. Welcome to the show. Jose Sanchez. Welcome to the show, my friend. Crash Bernova. Welcome to the show. Sky Allen. Welcome to the show. Patrick Sheehan. Welcome to the show. Bethany Khan. Welcome to the show. Richard Jimenez. Welcome to the show. We good? That's it. That's a minute. Exofa. Welcome to the show. Easy E21, welcome to the show. That's it. We're done. Jay Ragnarsson snuck in there, welcome to the show. Now we're done. Kelly Lewis, now we're done. Pyramid 7, now we're done. Mike Johnson, welcome to the show, welcome to the show, welcome to the show, everybody. Let's get going. Escobar, there he is, welcome to the show. Now we're done. So, weird day today. I know. I see this in the chat room. Not the chat room, but I see it in the comment section. This guy always talks about himself. Yeah. Because it's my show. I don't do shows like everybody else. That's what Goof On is. And I also saw Zen Master Me with the 99-cent super sticker, which I can't see because it's already progressed because you did it so early. But I wanted to thank you with one of these. Egg Gush. Oh, wait. Nope. Egg Gush. Yep. Thank you. I rarely play that one. But nope. Coffee, no sugar. I am trying to exclude sugar out of my life. So as soon as I'm done with the Gatorades, I've got 2 left. I've got 1.5 left. Those are going to be gone. And to be honest with you, I feel pretty good. Today, I said these words. I haven't felt this good since... And then you figure out the... It's from Star Wars. But it's true. I did say that. I haven't felt this good in a long time. Exactly. Then, I got all dressed up. Totally different shirt. Wasn't even wearing this one. And I was going to go get my air conditioning fixed. It was 11:30. That's the last thing I remembered. I woke up at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. With meatball juice. I mean, who does that? I fell asleep on the couch. I woke up like this. My neck was killing me. I took an Advil. Now I'm starting to go away. I'm like, So I made a thumbnail before that, thank God. And the idea of tonight's show was what scares you? There's a lot of things. And look, I'm not only talking about phobias. I'm talking about what scares you. Let me get a drink, all right? It's the first thing I had to drink all day since 11. Since I had breakfast at 10:30, 11. All right, I'm muting it so you don't hear me gurgle. Unbelievable morning, day, afternoon, evening. I don't even know. What is today? Hump day? Congratulations, you're almost to Thursday, Friday. Man, that was really too hot. I burned my tongue a little bit. Well, I guess I didn't go put enough in. I usually buy the powdered creamer, you know, but I didn't. I bought the liquid so I don't have to put an ice cube in it to cool it off so I could drink it quicker. as soon as I'm done with this rip-off scheme they got, I'm going back to the powder. I like the way the powder tastes. I got used to it. Makes it a little thicker. But what in the world scares you? There's arachnophobia, the fear of spiders. That's the only phobia I know. But there's people who are afraid of heights. There's people who are afraid of death. Like, that's all they're afraid of. Nothing else. But people have phobias, it's true. But what I want to focus on are the things that we talk about. Like, why are we scared? Yeah, there's no reason to be. Who has died from a ghost attack? Anyone? I don't know. Who died from an alien abduction? Anyone? Nobody? Nobody, right? Nobody's dying. Who died from poltergeist activity? Nobody I know. Nobody I read. Look, there may be a few cases out there, but really when it comes down to it, nobody should be scared. Why? Why when they go into a haunted house, the lights are off, I gotta tell you, I'm really scared. Oh, I heard that. Did you hear it? Shh. Famous words. Shh. What was that? I know. How do I know? I'm right next to you. Why would I know? What was that? It was a growl. Save me. Did you hear that? What was it? It sounded like a kid saying, save me. Aren't you scared? No. What's there to be scared about? Until somebody gets attacked, lifted, tossed, turned, and is thrown against a wall on camera and is knocked unconscious is when I will be scared of ghosts. We have been indoctrinated to believe that ghosts are evil, that spirits are going to manifest right before our eyes and scare the crap out of us. It is not true. Oh, I saw that one episode. You saw an episode. Stop right there. If it's on TV, it's not for me. Capiche? Yeah, one capiche show already. Doesn't work like that. Well, I know they were in a cave and the rocks were being thrown. Did you hear what you just said? They were in a cave. Rocks fall from the ceilings. No, this one it was on camera. It was projected. And you don't think a producer threw that rock? Come on. However, it is the fear of the unknown, of the unwilling participants in a world that is swirling with unimaginable, very impressionable, and stuff you can't see. That is scary to me. That's scary. Not knowing what's going to happen. I had my shoulder strap to my camera pulled that one time I did the Skywatch, the ghost hunt at my sister's house. Totally pulled me down. And I looked to see if it snagged on anything. There was nothing around. And it was a pretty hard tug. It was like this. I mean, it pulled me. But did I run away? No. I stayed there. And I did the work. Should have gotten out of there. That was I did get EVPs that night. Remember? I played them on the show. They weren't easy to hear. I'd have to say they were Class B, Class C EVPs. There were no Class A. Close. I had a B+. But it wasn't who I thought I was going to be. It was his daughter, I think. The guy who I was going after was my sister's husband. who passed away from a brain tumor. He found out the day after Thanksgiving, and a year later, not even, almost, he was dead. Imagine that. Sucks. Sucks. But his daughter died when she was 13 from leukemia. And I think it was her voice that came through, not him. I didn't see. The reason I went there is because the house caught on fire, and there were people putting it back together, whatever, making it look brand new. And the workers saw my sister's ex-husband walking around in his favorite workout outfit. And when she showed the workers the picture and explained, because they said, oh yeah, he was just walking. And we said, sir. And he just kept walking like he didn't. And she's like, what do you mean? Like a neighbor walked in? No. So she whipped out a picture and showed, was it this guy? El Diablo! El Diablo! Yeah. Pretty cool, man. My sister's seen him a few times. So the stuff is indoctrinated into our lives. Isn't that the right word? We're indoctrinated. Right? Yeah. It's weird, man. I don't know what you're scared of, but I'm going to think, because tonight I want to talk, I want to know what scares you. Right word? Thanks, Carrie. What scares you? Like, literally, what scares you? Like, what are you afraid of? I'm afraid, I have a fear of bugs. I have a fear of bugs. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're thinking. Women, yeah, I'm scared of women. Definitely scared of women. Anjali freaks you out a little bit, Mike? Yep, me too. She's scary. Yeah, your kid's getting hurt, Tim Frick says. I'm talking like, what are you afraid of? Like, I know you're afraid of your kids getting hurt and not having a job and not being able to feel. I'm talking about, what is your fear internally? See, I used to be afraid of death. Not anymore. Yeah. See, Troy says he loves bugs, but not in the house. All right. I love all living things, but I don't want them in my house, especially the way they look. What about you guys? Cult leaders? See, yeah, that. How does that impact you though, Patrick? See, that a cultist or a cult leader won't impact your life. What puts fear into you? Lee Guy said the same thing that I used to believe. I was terrified of Richard Simmons when I was a kid. Lee, I'm going to do something for you because that was a $5 super chat. And you're going to get a Richard Simmons box here. All right, you kids, let's get going. Come on, everybody. Let's see those dollar bills. I can't do it. I just don't have the energy tonight. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and raise those legs. Let's see some more. I don't know, man. Thank you for the $5 super chat, though. Richard Simmons is pretty scary. Yeah. Richard Simmons does a lot of good, though. He does a lot of good. For all the big people out there, right? Richard Simmons? He was on Howard Stern. He was so funny. I loved it when he was on Howard Stern. Because Howard would always make him cry. I know that's not nice, but you know what I mean.
Hi, everybody! Hey, tell me who wants to dance? Well, I got the tunes, and I got the moves. I say let's start sweating!
And there's your reason why. Richard Simmons, come on! I'm trying not to swear. I was going to say, come on, effers. Let's start sweating to the oldies, you sons of bitches. Richard Simmons. Oh, when he was on Howard Stern. It was so funny. Yeah, I can't play a lot of these because there's music involved. Let's see.
This step is all about knowing.
Look, his shirt matches the wall. Only he would have thought of that.
How loved you are.
Aww.
Step number 6 is count your blessings.
Number 1, I like to bless my feet for walking around every day. Good job, feet. Number 2, for having eyeballs that I could see where I'm going and my feet are going in the right direction. Blessings number 2. Number 3, this voice, because without this voice, I wouldn't be able to see the eyes to tell my feet where to go. You know what I mean? That's not what he means.
There's a lady here who didn't count her blessings.
If you don't count your blessings, you got to count your blessings. If you don't count your blessings, how do you know where you're at in life? What are you afraid of? Trees? Let's see. What does B. Baker say? What would really be terrifying is you wake up and you think an old hag is sitting on your chest and it's paranormal encounter. Worse, it's Richard Simmons! Aw. See, I feel bad reading that. Richard Simmons is not a bad guy. He's a good guy. How often do you hear Richard Simmons on a paranormal show? See, this is why Goof-On's different. We talk about everything. What are we afraid of, Mike? I couldn't watch the new Suicide Squad because there was rats in the movie. Yeah? Yeah. Scared of rats? Okay. What's this? Troy, train them. It actually works in short lives. Short lives. Got ants once in the toasty machine. Was on got a few after the second. They never went back, like you could see them go around. All right. Ants. Chupacabra? Claustrophobia is a good one. Claustrophobia is a good one. Yeah. How about the fear of this? What is that? I'm not afraid of death. There's going to be a big party in heaven. Who's going to be there? Family? Skinny jeans. Ian Burwell, I agree. Skinny jeans are weird. You know what was weird? Seeing Conor McGregor wearing skinny jeans. I'm like, how could this guy be respected wearing skinny jeans? Moonlicht, you are a piggy. You are a piggy. Rats are adorable. You're afraid of being trapped, then death. That impending doom from being trapped is a big one. I don't want to tell anybody here what my biggest fear is. I really don't want it to come true. Imagine Anjali with the Freddy Krueger glove on those hands. Oh man, she'd be like this. You know, she'd be cutting herself. She's always playing with herself. Her hands, I mean. Mike Rotunda, I'm really afraid of rats. So you don't like watching Goodfellas or Sopranos? Huh? Oh, rats! Oh, I thought you meant rat, you know? Richard Simmons did not transition. Why would he? I don't understand that question. What is your fear? Deep water is a good one. Yes! The ocean. It does scare me and it doesn't. Because I was just watching Joe Rogan and he made a very good point about the ocean. It's murder soup, the ocean. Because that's all they do is they eat live things. That's where the term, there's always a bigger fish comes from. Because the bigger the fish, the more they'll survive. It is. It's eat or be eaten in the ocean. It is murder soup. When you go in the ocean, you're in a soup with guts and blood and shit and death from organisms that were once alive, and it's a disgusting cesspool. I don't even know how people go in the ocean. It's so disgusting. Really, it's murder soup. Joan Rivers knew what was really between Michelle's thighs. Hey, none of that talk here. That's right, Carrie Rose. That's what he said. It's murder soup. Dr. Z, I would put that up on the board, but I'm afraid the algorithm would say, why are you putting that on the board? Dr. Z, that is a good one. Who cares? Yep, that's... You know what? Don't break the law. All right? Don't break the law. I've had nightmares where my brain is exposed. That's a good nightmare. I've never had that one. This is a great show, Rich. Oh, well, thank you very much. I don't know what's good right now. I don't know what's good anymore. Nah. Orders, grow a set. Oh. Fauci? Yeah, he scares me. He's a rat. The rat bastard. Rats are smart? Why are we talking about rats so much? Yeah. Mike Johnson, drowning, and lived around water his whole life. He's still afraid of drowning. Well, that doesn't mean you can't be afraid of it. I heard drowning is a good way to go, though. It's very peaceful once you take that first gulp of air breath water. Ugh. Vampires are a pain in the neck. Vampires, they suck. Oh, see what you did there. You're afraid of Alzheimer's. Wow. How would you know if you got it? Dun-dun-dun-sh. It's all right, metalhead. Late, early. What are you missing? The first 15 minutes of the show usually is about fluffeteering, and just saying hellos. But tonight I went right into it. You're afraid of Lou? No moderator here can be afraid of Lou. Buckle up, buddy. You buckle it up now. You know what I'm afraid of? I can't say it, or else I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to say it. I'm not afraid of too many things, but there is one thing that I'm really petrified of, and I'll never say it. I'll never say it. It's awful. Maybe I'll tell it. I don't know. Not dying. I'm not afraid of dying. Hold on. If I say it, then it becomes it. And I don't want to keep thinking about it. So we'll get back to you guys. We'll get back to your fears. Benders? Being a vegetable. Okay. I think we're getting off track here. You can't be afraid of being a vegetable. Never heard of that before. Look, it's a fear I have too. But it's not a phobia. I'm talking like, what really scares you? You mean you walk around thinking about that? A bird eating tarantulas. Being burned by Lou. Oh, being bummed by Lou. I thought it said being burned. Being bummed by Lou? Oh, bummed. All right, here's a good one. Tony Ricci, fear of being buried alive. That's a good one. being buried alive. Have you ever seen that show, Buried? It's a good show. You'll love it. It's a movie. I believe it's on Netflix. And this guy was working, I think, in Afghanistan. And he was a truck driver delivering goods, I believe. And he got buried alive. And they gave him his phone, a flashlight, and I don't know, something else. And he had to try to get out of there. You got to see this movie. I think it is called Buried. It's with the guy who, Ryan Reynolds. It was good. I didn't like it. I loved it. It was because the ending was not what I thought it would be. And I really felt like I was suffocating in that coffin, buried in that coffin. And every now and then I'd catch myself going, oh, God, man, this is really amazing. So if you haven't seen that movie, check it out. It is a good, crazy ending. Yeah, don't ruin it for people. But a very good movie. I was just watching this movie. It came up after I was watching something else. You know how that it just keeps playing if you don't do anything. And it was playing and it caught my attention. I'm like, wow, this is really well done. Then I saw it was Ryan Reynolds. I'm like, all right, I'll watch it and see what happens. It was good. No, Aaron, no, it's not. You can go, though. You don't have to stay here. Nobody's asking you to stay here. Is it UFO time? No. How's that? It may not be. It may not be at all tonight. We may not do any UFOs at all. How do you like them apples? You like that? That's right. Where is it going to be UFO time? It's a UFO channel. No, it's not. It's a paranormal channel. It's not just UFOs. You know? Plus, I'm tired of doing what everybody else wants. You know? We do what I want.
Anybody seen Richie?
Shit.
Huh?
I knew it.
I'm gonna keep coming back till somebody remembers seeing Richie.
Son of a bitch. See, it's that kind of Is he gone? He's gone. It's that kind of attitude that's going to get me killed. So I made a video for Third Phase UFO Report last night. And I never finished it. And I'm contemplating putting this segment in. Because it debunks, and I know it debunks what I think Blake or Brent was saying about a UFO video. It totally does, but it doesn't. But the way I put it up, I don't want either one of them to get mad. So I thought about it, and then I wound up falling asleep. But it's ready to go for tonight. I have to leave it in there, but there was a part that was funny. So I know you're listening. So I'm going to put it up anyway. And I'm going to leave the part in that I think you're going to get mad at. You're going to get mad. But isn't that what we're supposed to do? Figure stuff out? See what you did? You got me talking UFOs now. Good job, man. That was a really good move on your part. Talking about UFOs without even talking about it. That was unbelievable. $5? Black Lotus. Well, where's your thing, man? Where's your thing? Here it is. $5 says, I have an extreme acrophobia. And I've gone skydiving 8 times to get over it. Didn't work? You're afraid of heights and you still... Isn't that what acrophobia is? The phobia of acrobatics? Thank you for the $5 super chat just to say that, Black Lotus. Continuing supporter of Goof On. which, by the way, in the near future, I will be going on their show over there. I think it's November. Yeah. So we'll be going over on, back over to Black Lotus. Last time there was, what do you call it? They had a computer issue or something, so I'll be going back there in a few weeks. But thank you for the $5 support, and as a matter of fact, we'll give you one of these tonight. A gush. That's right. You can help support GoofOn. That's how we survive. That's how we do this full time, unless it's today and I sleep all day. But now you know what that means? That means tonight I'll be going out and getting some night drone footage for Florida. I haven't done that yet. Alien Critter says, Rich has castatorophobia. Fear of roaches. Nah. I have a fear of all bugs. Even if it's a ladybug. And when I was a kid, I used to play with ladybugs, but I don't even want to touch them. Hey, what's up, Stan the Man? Richie, what's going on, my buddy? Thank you for not saying my guy. Hey, have you noticed that my guy has been a thing of the past now? Nobody's saying my guy anymore. What do you say, my guy? Nobody. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Fear of God? Metalhead? Really? Come on. That's a good... Hey, there's people who are afraid of God. And I ask you, why? Why? You don't even know. Chuck says, Rich eats ants. He's seen me eating ants. I didn't know. Well, all right. Alien Girl, welcome to the show. Gary Voorhees Jr., welcome to the show. Just killed a palmetto bug. Isn't that a roach? Gary Voorhees? Hey, welcome to the show, man. Good to see you. Appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Horizon 10, welcome. I get a lot of crap because I don't interact with the chat room as much. So I thought tonight, we'll include the chat room into this part of the show. There are things I will be talking about, yes, not much, but some people have fears. Who was it that said they had a fear of Richard Simmons?
Hi, everybody! Hey, tell me who wants to dance? Well, I got the tunes, and I got the moves. I say let's start sweating!
Yeah. What else are we scared of? You know what we're scared? Okay, Papa Roach. I'm afraid of Papa Roach. Randall Hill says something I think is fantastic. I fear me. I'm my own worst enemy. Hold on a second. That is brilliant. Can I just say that I think that is what I'm scared of too? Not to piggyback on that, but what a great answer. What a great fear. I did too, Chuck. That's funny. I grew out of my fear of Richard Simmons too. Afraid of Nickelback? No! You are not afraid of Nickelback. Never gonna let you up. How about that guy? I'm afraid of that. What's this? Oh, fear of the number 13. Right. If my like or comment is the 13th or even is commenting after the 13th, I won't like or comment. Hey, Stan, good for you. But let me tell you something about numbers and ladders. Yes, ladders that you climb up on. They don't mean anything. It's whatever you do in your head. That's the fear. That's why I like that comment. I'm afraid of me. Jose Sanchez. I'm afraid of big, big growling dogs. Not a comfortable feeling. No, of course it isn't. But if they were on a leash, securely, not the kind of leash where they're starting to break loose. That's the worst kind of leash. I'm talking a leash where they can't move. I'm not afraid. So, I don't have a fear of dogs. I have a fear of dogs that... look, any dog can bite you, nip at you, and draw blood. You're afraid, deep thought, of getting rickrolled? What is rickrolled? I don't understand that. Dick rolled? I don't understand. I don't understand. Live chickens. Wow. Oh, they're not you. Okay. You're scared of running out of air. See, Stu Gerson's here. Stu! You are the largest, the most bodacious, the greatest of all things that are alive. You are Stu Gerson. I forgot. It burns. It burns. Hell. Dang it. I was just doing so good. You son of a... Welcome to the show. Scared of quitting my addictions. That is a really smart answer. Yes, that's why we're addicted to shit. Because you stop taking it, you feel like shh. I don't want to feel like shh. So I keep taking my shh. It's all tied together. Hold on. Didn't it look like I was in fast motion? Isn't that wild? That's so stupid I am. I've never tried that before, but it looks real. Yes, this is... I need to do a wash, and this is my Christmas mug. Yeah, I've got... I've got about 7 mugs. But I'm not afraid of them. Let's keep going. But thank you for noticing. Yes, addictions. I just detoxed myself off of opiates. Ooh. Well, congratulations if you did. I know how hard that is. It's the worst. It's the worst. Yeah, doctors just keep giving you shit. And next thing you know, you're like, why do I feel like shit? And then it's time, your 4 hours goes by, you take your perk or whatever it is, and the next thing you know, you feel pretty good. And you start putting 2 and 2 together, and you're like, wait a minute. I wasn't feeling good. I took the pill. I felt great. Let's try this again. And next thing you know, you're going down a dark road. A road that leads to nowhere. You'll lose your family, your friends, and even your soul. Don't go down that road. Whatever you do. It is a dirty, dirty road. Christmas mug in October. What did I just say? What did I just say? Hey, Jose, what did I just say? I was out of mugs. It leads to Kratom. Kratom, let me tell you, I tried Kratom. And I felt awfully strange. I still have a whole thing full of Kratom. Yeah, it was weird. Oh, a fear of needles! Aussie, Tiger, Third Phaser, Goofoni, and Rock Fam. I used to have a fear of needles, and now I've got a tattoo, so I guess I'm over it. The fear of needles and the fear of... See, that's two different things. It is. It is. Getting injected, watching a needle go into your veins is a little different. I know you were joking. I know. I got to make a thing out of it, though, you know. Need a UFO man mug. Oh, yeah. Hey, UFO man. Didn't even put two and two together. Thank you for hanging out. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Yeah, I like that. Okay, here. I got a video. That this is pretty good.
Hi, everybody!
No, that's the wrong video.
Hey, tell me who wants to dance? Well, I got the tunes, and I got the moves. I say let's start sweating!
Oh, man, I am really upset with myself right now. Really am. All right, here we go. Last night, I played videos of animals that saw things, ghosts and whatnot. But here's another video. Oh, come on, Rich! That is pretty weird. Check this out. I can't believe I can't find the other video that I want. This is a good one, though.
It's perched on top of the door frame, almost as though it's chased something up there. Suddenly, a strange blue shape floats by the camera, and the cat immediately follows it with its eyes.
Okay, that is weird. There was something that came through, and I don't think it was a reflection from anywhere else. I think that's a real spiritual thing.
Something up there.
Watch.
Suddenly, a strange blue shape floats by the camera, and the cat immediately follows it with its eyes.
Could it have been...
A male voice then says, "Now that's weird," as though he too could see the bizarre shape. Is this video proof that cats can actually see spirits? What do you think the mysterious blue apparition could be? Is it a ghost or something else entirely?
That object is you, a subatomic particle. Can you imagine that?
Do you remember that night, the Bashir? That scares me. This guy. Let me pull it up. Well, I'm telling you, YouTube's acting up right now.
No.
So weird what's happening. All right, okay, I can't see. All right, so you've got that and me. All right, so that was weird. This is a good one.
Clip begins with Lola standing in the entrance to the kitchen when something seems to scare her.
Didn't I play this already?
As the dog backs out of the routine to Ghost World TV.
I'm a little bit confused. That's okay. It happens. It happens. I have a video of phobias. And this isn't it. Let me find it. I'm going to play this because it was just fun when I did it.
No restrictions. No limitations.
This scares me.
It can actually move at infinite speed if it wants to. Can you imagine that? Yeah. If something can move at infinite speed, that means it can be everywhere at once, correct? Right. Yes? Yes. That means it could appear to be more than one particle, couldn't it? Yes. All right. But you know it's the same particle, yes? Yes. All right. That is actually how reality is structured. All of the subatomic particles in you are the same subatomic particle, and they're the same subatomic particle in every single person in the room, and on the planet, and in the universe. The same one particle. Not the same one kind. The literally same one particle makes up everything. By being so infinitely fast that it can actually appear to be another particle and another particle and another particle next to itself at the same time. So the trillions upon trillions upon trillions, apparently, of particles are actually the same particle appearing next to itself over and over and over and over again in a geometric relationship, not unlike what you are seeing in the holotope diagram. Traces that path on a multitude of dimensions beyond what's represented here, but nevertheless, that's a good slice or shadow.
I think the aliens are talking to me too. Wait a minute. It's okay. Yes, I can hear you. I'm doing my show live right now. Okay, I'm coming through as you. Okay. He wants me to talk about the one atomic particle, the infinitely fast subatomic particle. It can be everywhere at the same time. No matter how quickly you think you are, it's there. It's doubling itself, but it's actually the same exact particle. Do you understand this? Okay. Because it is so fast that this one subatomic particle will look like another subatomic particle, but in reality, it's itself. That's how fast it is. So you may think that you see something different, but it's not. Okay, it is going like this. Imagine it. Sorry, that wasn't the particle. But imagine the subatomic particle bouncing around, going in between everything, all at the same time. And it's creating you cell by cell. Do you understand? Good. Because we're going to do this together. We're going to learn that one subatomic particle is everything in existence. Okay, great. So come with me now, and I'm going to take you on a ride, okay? Take me with you, because I'm going to be the subatomic particle. We're going here, we're going there, we're going here, we're going there, we're going here, we're going there, we're going everywhere. And now we've just created a reality from one subatomic particle that has infinite speed. Something you can never imagine. Because your brain can't imagine it, but it's real. And that's how we entered species. Do you know what I mean? So if we're talking on a subatomic level to aliens way over there, do you think that subatomic particle could be the same exact particle that's sitting here right next to you? Of course you do, because it is. And everything is the same particle. We are all one. We are all one vibration. And if we could talk to each other that way, wouldn't life be great? I have to go now back to my ship. Back to your host. That scares me. That scares me. Found the video, and I want to talk about dolls for a minute. People are scared of dolls. Dolls. You understand? My mother has a fear of dolls. Unbelievable fear. Check this out, because this is kind of creepy. I don't know if it's true, but tell me what you think about this here. Because from what I learned with the Ouija board, it's not just the Ouija board. It's me using the Ouija board. I could have used this mask and made that the Ouija board, and now that would be the beacon for all of the subatomic particles. Sorry. That would be the calling card. Now, that would be the beacon. That I turned that mask into the beacon. So you could, from what I learned, you could take any object you want and make it the beacon. And that's what the Ouija board does. The Ouija board has the letters, the yes, the no, the goodbye, the hello. It's got all that stuff in there for you, the moon and the sun. So it's used as a device that you turn on just by using it. You see? Ouija boards scare people. And on Halloween, I made my decision. I am going to use the Ouija board on Halloween. I don't think I'll be in Washington, but that would be an interesting place to do it. I may bring it with me to Washington anyway. Check this out.
Often, trips to antique stores can lead to some truly amazing finds. When YouTuber Muna Bruzon saw something at an antique fair that they just had to have, they had no idea what they were getting themselves into. In 2017, this YouTuber visited an antique fair and instantly spotted an old doll. The doll's eyes seemed to follow them everywhere they went.
Yes, Doll Island.
Intrigued, they purchased the doll and took it home, hoping to
piece
prove
of
that it was
plastic.
more than just their imagination. They immediately began recording footage in hopes of capturing proof of the doll's supernatural nature. The toy didn't disappoint.
Oh, I love the trickery that goes on here. Watch. Oh.
If we watch that again, we can see the doll's head turn to look at them for several seconds before turning away.
As I lay me down to sleep, pray the Lord my soul to reap.
The owner's hands are nowhere near the doll's head when it turns.
Yeah. It's funny, every time they move the doll back, the eyes close, they lift it up, the eyes open. Those are weighted eyeballs. How does the head turn? Well, they may be squeezing the doll. I don't know, but they show at the end that the head isn't that easy to turn. Punch it. Just punch it.
They set the doll down
Smack
and continue to
Flip
examine
it.
it. This time moving its head manually to see if there's any logical explanation
Choke
for how the
it.
head was able to turn on its own. As the owner manipulates the head, the doll's eerily lifelike eyes appear to move to stay focused on the person holding it.
Poke it in the eye. Hold the eye down. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Put your fist in its mouth. I'm not too sure about this doll. That doll's got a bad reputation. Moving mannequins. This doll. This is a good one. This is a famous one.
A loss for an explanation. The YouTuber and their wife were out browsing a flea market when they came across this old composition doll.
No. The wife was out at the flea market. The husband just had to go along for the ride.
To the 1940s, these dolls were made of a composite of sawdust, glue, and other materials such as cornstarch,
Calm down.
resin, or wood flour to increase their durability. You're much more likely to find one of these dolls sitting around an old flea market than you are to spot a more fragile porcelain doll. This particular doll isn't in great shape, with some of the material peeling off its legs. This isn't uncommon for a composite doll, though they were marketed as unbreakable. The composite material began to deteriorate over time. Despite its less than pristine condition, the couple happily took their new friend home and made it comfortable on their old chase. That's when things started to get freaky. Take a look.
Oh, look at the arm, look at the arm, look at the arm!
Much to their surprise, the doll began moving on its own,
Come
slowly
on.
raising its right arm into the air above its head.
Alright, here's the deal. Why would the doll just move the arm like that? You know, why doesn't it lift itself up? Do a little dance. Do something to prove to me it's not just a piece of plastic. Ripley. I don't know. You know, if this doll started getting up and started singing and dancing, that would be a little bit better. Oh, this is a good one here. All right, this one here, and then we're done with dolls. We'll move on to something else.
Freaked out by his own dummies. In the video's introduction, Andy states that he's noticed the dummies in a certain case
This
in his
is
home
cool.
changing
This is a good
position
one.
while he's away.
Lately, when I've been coming back for some of my shows, these guys have changed positions. Now, I don't mean just a little bit. I mean, like this guy here with the black hat, his head was actually turned all the way around last week when I came home. The guy on the end in the white right there, he was laying down inside the case.
He suspects that his wife or one of his children might be trying to mess with him, so he decides to set up a hidden camera during his next trip away to hopefully catch the culprit in the act. What he sees on the footage, though, is not at all what he expected. Upon returning home, he notices that one of the dummies' heads seems to have moved. He reviews the footage, expecting to see a member of the household sneaking into the room and moving the doll. Unfortunately, he sees something much creepier.
Just gets me every time. I mean, so weird and creepy.
As you can see, the dummy's head moves completely on its own.
Right?
The way it
Hey, why would a guy want to fake that? You know, there's no reason for him to fake it. The guy's a ventriloquist. He noticed that the dummies were being moved. He thought it was his wife or his daughter messing around with them. So he puts a camera there and records that. Now, I don't understand how everything is fake. Not everything is fake. And I wouldn't be talking about it, Chuck, if this shit would never happen to me. If it never happened to me, I would be in the same scenario as you, Chuck. I would say, oh yeah, everything's fake. Everything on Slapped Ham is real, for sure. We never state that, ever. But what they do is the same thing Third Phase of Moon does. They put out the evidence for us to decide. Do I think this guy could have faked it? Hell yeah. Is he making any money off of it? No, he didn't need to. He's already very successful ventriloquist. There's no reason for him to do this. Same with the other people. Nobody's getting rich off of faking dolls moving. But nonetheless, it is a fear that people have, and very interesting. Sometimes they just move. My mother is afraid of dolls because when she was younger, she said the dolls talked to her in her room. And eventually they had to remove the dolls. Hey, my mother could be a little bit, hoo-hoo-hoo. But not at a young age. I don't think she was. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Well, yeah, maybe she was. Clowns. I loved it, Chuck. It is real. Hey, Julianne Ferguson, size 88. Well, here's what I don't understand. If everything is fake, then the paranormal world isn't real? Dolls do move. People do hear footsteps in their homes. Things happen. Lights do burn out. Yes, naturally, but sometimes not naturally. Now, we had a guy on this show who thought dust was orbs. And I said I supported his work to a point, because what he was capturing sometimes looked interesting. Did I believe it was orbs of spiritual nature that he was capturing? 90% no, I didn't believe it. But there's a small chance that one of those orbs could have been. You know who I'm talking about. But this guy took it too personally and, started crying. but they're real. You said my evidence isn't good enough. It's not. No matter how hard you try, no matter how many orbs you get, you can't prove that those orbs aren't dust. The evidence just doesn't cut it. This can be faked as well. Can it? Yeah, easily. But I don't think this guy is going to fake it. Sometimes, Chuck and other people, you just got to have faith. And I don't see a guy wanting to waste time just so his doll can, move its head from left to right. You know what I mean? It just, there's no value in it for him, other than something strange happened. But we're in this field for a reason. I don't know why you're in the field if everything's fake. Like all UFO videos aren't real UFOs. Does anybody here have a fear of being abducted? You know? What's this, Randall? I've seen orbs shoot through people's heads, and then they'd say the weirdest stuff about God. Yep. Like they don't even know the orb went through their head, then they just said something really weird, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of times where orbs, because there are real orbs, believe it or not, just not from that person. Who do I believe? So far, I haven't seen anybody that I believe. On the internet, I can't think of anybody. Tell me who I should look at, because I don't see anybody who's seeing orbs on the internet. I haven't seen anybody seeing orbs, recording them, that aren't dust. Like, I want to see an orb. There are spirit orbs. Okay? And then there are dust orbs. I want to, like, I've seen it where a spirit orb would go into somebody's, let's just say, hand, and they didn't know it because it was dark, they didn't see it. Or it goes into somebody's side or back, and then all of a sudden they start going, I feel like I'm burning on my back, and then they lift up their shirt and then there's a scratch mark on it. Could that be set up? Yes. Could they have scratched their back 10 minutes ago? And because you can do that. You can get a very fine fork and go like this on your back, which is what I think a lot of these people do. And then 5 minutes later, it starts to show up. It doesn't just show up right away. So they could say, oh, my back's burning. You ever noticed how a lot of those look like they could be a fork? And there's always some sort of, at the end, it always veers off to the one side because but there are real ones. It's just people fake shit all the time, Chuck, and I get it. But I don't think Dollboy fakes it. I believe in myself. That is it. What is this, Dorothy? No, Rich. I fear missing the call to walk up the ramp. Yeah. Well, you don't walk around thinking about that. That's not a fear that's going to keep you inside your house all day long, is it? I'm talking real fear here. Yeah. Hey, look, I'm afraid that I'm going to miss that walk up those flight of stairs too, because I have such a doubt in it. But I have a reality where I believe we go back to where we come from, but I don't know. I saw Alien Girl said she has a fear of being abducted. There it is. You do? You have a real fear of being abducted, for real. There's nothing you can do about it, right? There's nothing you can do. You could be driving, you could be sleeping, you could be in your kitchen, you could be doing laundry, you could be sitting on the couch. Whenever they can, they will come and get you. DKG Custom. Anybody remember the rods phenomenon? Yes, you mean the bugs in the wrong frame rate that were at 60 frames per second instead of 30. That's why they had the trail behind them. Yep, I remember those. What was his name? Jose Escamilla. By the way, Jose Escamilla was a jerk. I didn't like the guy. And yes, I've had interactions with him. He made so many promises. This guy was such a jagoff. I mean, he was just mean. Just mean. Had an ego the size of an orb. I would live stream my alien. You should. Is anybody afraid of Jesus? Why do aliens, by This Is Bishop, why do aliens only take the people that don't want to be taken? No, that's not true. That's not true. I'll tell you why you think that, though. They probably had a bad experience. They didn't believe in it, and then they did believe in it. You know what I mean? It changed them. It freaked them out, probably. Yeah, I wanted to be abducted, and I never was. You're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe I need to rethink that, Bishop. Let's think about that for a second. Betty and Barney Hill didn't expect to be abducted. They were taken, right? They had a bad experience according to them, right? If you believe Travis Walton, he wanted to be abducted. His whole life, him and Mike Rogers used to run around saying, "Oh, we're being abducted," and all the people in the neighborhood knew they were a little bit out there. Nonetheless, can't go by that guy's story. You can't go by Meyer's story either. You can't go by anybody's story. Whose story? Who else was abducted? You got those guys, who was it? The Oshkosh Bagosh guys? Can't remember. I can't remember right now. Hold on a second. Is there one more? This one? What happened? There's no sound. There's no sound. Oh, I turned it off.
Under the glow of a full moon, the investigators explore the graveyard.
Güey, es que es luna llena, güey. Es el día que los brujos su trabajo lo hacen efectivo. Es ese día, güey.
For the first 10 minutes or so, the YouTubers appear on edge. They claim to hear strange noises coming from all directions of the cemetery.
¿Alguien ahí?
After exploring for some time, they come across a mausoleum and look inside.
To answer your question, Mirza Galeb, that was Dorothy IZAT. And she would see a UFO out across her front yard. And she would take a picture. And there was all these swirling lights. But the swirling lights, she was investigated thoroughly, were only in that frame when they should have bled into other frames, and they weren't, which is very strange. But experts looked at her cameras. They gave her another camera. She said, oh, I see the... And then one guy went over there. Remember, the inspector from MUFON went over there, and he saw them too. And she said, do you see that there? And he's like, no. And she goes, no, over here. And he looks, and he goes, yes, I do see it. Very cool. Dorothy IZAT. I'll pull that up.
To find a tall doll with lengthy blonde hair standing next to a large cross and flowers.
Ay, la madre. Estoy cagado, güey. Estoy que le recagado, güey.
What happens next is sure to give
Dorothy
you the chills.
IZAT, I believe.
Ah, amigos, eso estaba así. No mames. No mames. Creí que la abrió ella, güey. Pero qué pedo, güey. No mames. Esto se abrió sola, cabrón. No mames. La muñeca se movió, chicho.
No. All right, here's Dorothy stuff. This is from the channel Green M and Ham. COVID.
That we see in the films of Dorothy IZAT seems to have a life of its own. Mrs. IZAT noticed that one of the still photographs that she has seemed to come alive. So she got out her camera.
Absolutely,
aimed it at the
Mirza.
photograph, and just took some footage of the still picture. When the film was developed and returned, she discovered that the image on the still photograph flash and produce light phenomena of its own. What they told her was that the light by any medium never lost its potency. It occurred.
Amazing. Amazing. In my opinion, this is the only person on the planet that I could think of at this very moment, unless you know somebody else, that has legitimate UFO / spiritual beings. This is truly the best thing I've ever seen. I think she's still alive, right? Isn't she like 88 or something? I think she's still alive. Yeah, this is amazing. You can see the beings.
Occurred to me that maybe there was more truth to what I
They're
had come
light
to
beings.
understand that even I realized.
They showed themselves to her. I mean, that's creepy.
But the effect of this light on those who view it will correspond to the individual's willingness.
It's amazing stuff. She would see the lights. They look just like this, right? They looked like orbs just out there across the way. And then it would flash. And then these orbs would orient in a different position.
Then chances are nothing will happen. Those who are watching the images now should look carefully.
It's crazy.
What they're seeing, because whether you feel it or not, you are being touched by this very high divine light.
Oh my God. Dorothy IZAT. It's amazing stuff. Yeah, the occupants. Yeah, that's what we were just showing. Yeah, they're right here. And she had, I guess, communication with them. She could hear them in her head. It's a pretty wild story, actually. To me, this is one of the few, if not the only one, that I could say that, to me, verifies what we thought was spiritual beings. See, I think to some level that the ghosts that we see and the aliens and the UFOs, I think they're all part of the same thing. I think when we die, we go back to that reality. Why is it so hard to believe? I don't think it's that difficult to believe. You know? I don't think it's that difficult to believe that's where we go. Maybe they were showing her. Maybe she got the message, you know, that a lot of us are seeking. Why is it that nobody else is seeing what she saw? How come? Why is it? This is what bothers me about ufology or spirituality stuff. Hey, my birthday.
Whoa, whoa! Check it out. That was awesome.
Contact with light beings will increase.
That is
over time.
unbelievable.
People will witness and experience it. We're not alone. We never have been
Watch.
alone.
Every time it flashed, the lights would be somewhere else. It is just bizarre. It's the most bizarre thing. Well, I really shouldn't play anymore, but yeah. The spirits, I don't know, the beings, whatever, showed themselves in these photos, and the experts couldn't debunk it. They couldn't figure out how this lady was getting all of these lines. I mean, they are moving at such incredible speeds. It's almost like what BASHAR was talking about, right? Look at that. Talking about one single particle is everything because it moves at infinite speed and can be everywhere instantaneously. And we wouldn't even know. We think it's different particles, but it's all the same. See, I find that interesting. I find it interesting. Because we wouldn't understand it. We wouldn't understand it. Watch, when it flashes, they'll be in different spaces, I think, in this one. Waiting for it to flash. It's pretty cool. There it is. And there they are in different places. The weird thing is, I have 5 triangles on video. And I don't know. I've never seen them flash like that. At all. I would love to see something like this. Never saw any flashing like that in my triangle videos. Pretty cool stuff. No, I've never tried mushrooms. I've never tried hallucinogenic for the purpose of tripping. People have given me stuff like somebody told me that acid wasn't acid, and I tried it and it turned out to be acid. That pissed me off. Like, how can you lie to your friend and tell them they're not taking acid, and then when they start tripping out, you tell them, I gave you acid? I mean, what an asshole. Oh, I tell you, that night, that was the last time I ever talked to that guy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what gets people to do that. Because I was so against taking anything other than weed. And it made them upset. They wanted to see what I would look like when I was on LSD. Who does that? And then take me out to a nightclub? And I drove. Not too bright. God, I was pissed that night. Seriously angry. I was.
Anybody seen Richie? Huh? I'm gonna keep coming back until somebody remembers seeing Richie.
Don't say anything. Okay. He usually doesn't come back, but he did. So, what a weird night. I can't believe how fast. When did we start? An hour and a half ago? How's this even possible? How is this possible? Seriously. How? You mean to tell me I've been talking for almost an hour and a half? I'm going to be honest with you, like always. I feel like I've only been here about 40 minutes. That is so freaking weird. Hold on, I'm looking at something. Somebody sent me a UAP video. Let me see what it is. This is new. And this looks like official DHS rubber duck UAP footage. New York UAP discussion channel. I don't know where to go on here, but it's an hour-long video, so I have no idea where to go to find it. It looks like drone footage at night or with night vision, but there's supposed to be a UAP in here, and I don't see it. I have no idea where to look. It looks like they're over the desert, looking at above ridges and stuff. I don't know. I went 8 minutes in. I don't see anything. I'm skimming through. Nothing. 12 minutes. Nothing. 15 minutes. Nothing. 18 minutes. I don't know. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay. Okay. This is unbelievable. I should just send this to third phase, huh, Tim? Timothy Frick sent this to me. I'm going to show this to you. And I think third phase, you might want this if you haven't seen it yet. It's small. I found it. Guys, first time this has ever been seen. I don't know. Check it out. No sound, but there it is. What? What? It looks like it's pulsating. I'm watching this for the first time with you. Yeah, time does fly, Cloudy. But what is this thing? Okay, this, I don't know, is that cold or hot? Okay, to me, so far, looks like balloons. It looks like it's balloons. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But we could give it a little bit of excitement here, right?
Want me to repeat the message, Dr. Floyd?
Let's give it a little intensity.
Got a bug out here. I'm having light flicker. Yes, I'm getting that too. It's throwing out a weird vibration to my camera. I got a boggy time. There's not some time or am I 10 o'clock? I don't know, but my screen has been really acting up. We got a bogey. I don't know what it is, but it seems to be slowing down. Going at about 40 knots, 200 miles an hour, 150, 170, 140, 130, 120. We're at 3,800 feet altitude. I don't know what it is. It's changing direction. It's now hitting south. It's now hitting south. It's heading south. East. I meant east. She's breaking up. She's breaking up.
This is weird, man. Never before seen UFO video right here on GooFine, everybody. This is amazing. This is historic. It is going 180, 200, 160, 150. It's all over the place, unless that's the airplane or drone or whatever This must be a drone, right? Looks like a drone. Slave ready. That means, see in the bottom right-hand corner, that means it is a slave to the object. So that means whatever the object is, it will follow it. I learned that yesterday. This scares me. That object hasn't really changed its shape at all. I wish they would try different filters. This isn't out. I mean, we're only 25 minutes in. How long did I follow this for? This is real. I mean, if that was balloons, don't you think they would stop following it? This does not look like a tic-tac. I know, it's making me sick a little bit too. You just have to focus on the white object. Don't look at the ground. I wish they would back off of it a little bit. Oh, they're getting close. See, what's that shutter? Why is it flickering like that? This is wild. It's going 180, 170. It's at 4,100 feet. That looks. See, how high is the object though? 212. Oh, I see. 212 knots. And the airplane's at 14,000 feet. Okay, top left. The object is going 170, 60, 200, is at 3,800 feet. So it's hovering, well, not hovering, it's flying around 3,800 to 4,100 feet, the object. Between 130 and 220 miles an hour. How could that be going that fast and slow? That doesn't seem right. Is that just the way the camera is following the object? Is that the camera speed? You know what I mean? Like it's trying to catch up to it, so it goes from 140 to 210. Yeah, some weird inconsistencies with this. I'm
afraid.
This is the stuff that Jeremy Corbell should have been showing us, right?
Terminator is out there. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear. And it absolutely will not stop. Ever. Until you are dead.
This.
Well, I don't know what it is.
It's our loading program. We can load anything from clothing to equipment.
I mean, there I can stop it.
Training simulations.
You know, and I mean, look at it. It looks like a money bag. I have no idea what this is. No idea. And it goes on. It looks like it's slowing down. See, it's going down to 16 miles an hour, then 95, then 150. I don't understand the top right why the speed is all over the map. 30 miles an hour, 110, 98, 120, 83, 33, 130, 108, 82, 92, 120, 95, 90. Well, why? And what's this flicker? Is that something that is messing with my brain now? It's giving me a subliminal message? Aliens are real. Aliens are real. Fear nothing. Fear nothing. What? Huh? What'd I say? I don't know, guys. If they're following a balloon, I want to know what happens at the end. Does it just leave? Do they give up on it? Well, we know it's not a bird, right? I'm almost at the end. Let's see. It's almost over. I think this just, they run out of film or something. It's almost done. Look at that. I don't know what this is. Pretty good landscape, though. Such a desert. I don't know. Maybe it's a duck. But that's it. We don't get to see anything else. Pretty wild. I got no explanation for that. Thank you, Tim Frick, for sending that out. That is unbelievable. Video shop overlay. Yeah, it could be. It is a birthday cake. Nathan says it's a drone or something. If it's a drone going 200 miles an hour, I need that drone. Yeah, my consumer drone only goes 42 miles an hour. But if the military has something. Yes, the pilots are at 14,000 feet, as it says in the video, top left. And the object was at between 37 and 4,100 feet on top right. So they're above at 14,000 looking down. And yeah, not 200 miles per hour military type drone. Military drones go over 200 miles an hour, right? Pretty sure they do. Maybe I misunderstand what you're saying, but I don't know. Quad drones go really fast at 300? Whoa! Let me see the original video before the reactions at the top. Well, we never get to see the originals. You know that, DKG Custom. Before the redactions at the top, exactly. I would love to know what that is. But, you know, I bet you what it gives is the location. Because, yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm going to post that tomorrow morning on GoofOn. That'll be the video for tomorrow morning. Thank you, Tim Frick. Can I use that? Should I ask? I should ask, right? Well, it's military. So it's nobody's video. It's not anybody's. Anybody could use it if it's military. So I don't need permission to use that video. It's military. Is it not? That's why it's called the Rubber Duck UAP footage. This was put out today. So you got to see that video here before anywhere else if nobody else posted it. It does come from New York or NY UAP discussion. I'll put the link, see right here, I'll put the link in the description. Let's give them a subscribership for the good stuff. The guy says, my apologies for the bull crap, but the footage was removed by YouTube, so I am attempting to post again. I am finally proud to present to you guys the very first legitimate footage of a genuine UAP craft tracked for over 40 minutes by the Department of Homeland Security using FLIR optic systems in black hot mode. The footage was captured by an RC-26 reconnaissance plane looking for drug smugglers somewhere over Tucson, Arizona. The object was spotted for 20 minutes into the footage and was tracked for a full 40 minutes until the footage ended. Excuse me. The object in question has been verified as anomalous by the organization which analyzed the footage. However, that analysis will be released later on in the year as it is still going through its peer review stage. The object in question is traveling anywhere between 90 to 200 miles per hour as it flies over the desert surface and is also changing direction as it flies. It is estimated to be about 5 or 6 feet long, so it is small, and looks to have a second smaller appendage that flies with it, but is still uncertain if the smaller orb-like object is actually a part of the main one or separate from the main. Also, there is no clear indication that there is anything between both parts to show they are attached. The object is emitting 0 heat, yet accelerates and decelerates throughout the footage. Oh, it does! The change in speed and direction is evident by the terrain as it changes while the object is being tracked, and also the speed can be seen in the upper right-hand side of the FLIR info. The object can also be seen rotating as it flies. Birds, balloons, drones, and all other conventional explanation has been ruled out until Mick West gets a hold of this and claims the object is nothing more than a frisbee thrown at by the world's strongest man. Mick West himself. I want to give thank you to Dave Fouch for all of his help with analyzing this footage for me. That will be posted next. What is this?
Hey, Dave here. In this video, I'd like to talk about
the analysis.
New UFO object, UAP object that's been seen in Arizona, Mexico border. Been zooming across the landscape and talk about that a little bit more in depth. Okay, so I talked to the person who released this video. I also talked to the person who is the original source of the video. So the point of this video is to give you a look from my point of view is in terms of what does the symbology mean, things about the video that you might have overlooked. So we'll just kick it off from there. And now for my general disclaimer. All thoughts are my own. I don't speak for any company, organization, or any government agency. Let's get started. These indicators show the position of the FLIR. They do not show the position of the aircraft. Here the turret is looking 0 degrees, 0 degrees. It's not looking up or down, left or right, just looking straight ahead. Here the turret is looking down 45 degrees. Now the turret is looking straight forward but 90 degrees to the right. It has a continuous left-right rotation from 0 to 360 degrees. And
yeah, we get that, we get that. Oh, this is pretty cool so far. I see what he's doing. He's giving us examples.
We're going to cycle through 4 different scene temperatures. The scene temps configure the infrared camera for the appropriate temperature.
Nice. This is smart. This is good. This is good.
Notice that this frozen water bottle doesn't change much in appearance at all in all the scene temps.
Nope. This is good. Hey. All right. I'm starting to lose my voice again. That's great. I shouldn't have done that Stu Gerson Hello. The way I did it. All right, let's go a little further.
Are available and their status. The elevation and position of the target.
All right, we know
White
that.
thermal heat signature and a black hot scene. So it looks ice cold.
So the object is cold?
Another strange thing is there's actually two objects and they don't seem to be tethered
Attached.
together by any means, and yet they move kind of harmoniously with each other. Weird.
It's reflecting light, though.
It also appears the relative speed of the object or objects is somewhere around 100 miles an hour by looking at the target data.
Yeah, up to 180, 190, 198.
Lastly, there's no obvious heat come in from these two objects. There's no propulsion from what I see.
Did he
and
say
there's
no
moving-
obvious heat?
Lastly, there's no obvious heat come in from these two objects. There's no propulsion from what I see, and there's no moving parts. So I'm at a complete loss what this could be.
Well, you can't tell what it is because of the type of video. Now, let's take it off the FLIR and see what this bad boy looks like. That's what needs to be done, yes? What? That's what I said. Uh-oh.
Latex balloons are typically transparent in midwave infrared. They would not be obvious, rather quite hard to see.
Nah, wait, I don't like this. I understand this, but I want the guy... See, that plane is 11,000 feet away from the object, not 50 feet. I want to see it from 11,000, 2 miles
When balloons
away.
are cold, the helium atoms inside are more compact. Therefore, the latex appears to be deflated, and the balloon will sink to the ground. Mylar balloons are what I call floating mirrors.
That's
they
what it
reflect
is.
very well. Notice the heat from the ground on the bottom and the cold from the sky on the top.
There we go.
These balloons would not appear as a solid cold heat signature. They are also affected by the cold just as latex balloons are.
Ah, and so it's not balloons. Okay, all right, good job, man. Now I don't have to go out and do it. See, it looks similar. A drone would show up warm, hot.
And some of you might be thinking, oh, it's probably a drone. Maybe drug running or doing something like that. As you can see by this video, drones have a significant hot thermal signature.
Yeah. And got it. Okay.
Well, that's not too far-fetched, but how are you going to mask the drone with a solid cold heat signature? You're going to have to mask all the hot motors spinning around, mask the heat of the electronics. How does that work? I don't get that. It would actually take heat to generate the cold. So why would they also want to mask it in cold when it's just as identifiable as if it's hot?
True. Wow, what an interesting piece of footage. I really enjoyed that. Tim Frick, man, dude, you just made my day. Like, pretty cool stuff. So we'll see what the UFO community has to say about that. You know what they're going to say. You know what they're going to say. No? Well, look, there will be a third phase UFO report tonight. For sure. Tomorrow morning, you now know what the video will be. Plus, I'll add something else in there as well. So it's not just something you just saw. So there will be something else with the video tomorrow morning. Yeah. Pretty wild stuff today, man. I don't know what you're scared of. I'm scared of never knowing the truth about aliens and UFOs. That scares me. That's it. thank you very much for hanging out on GoofOn. Thank you, moderators and super chatters, for all your help and support. Without you, this doesn't work. So don't forget, you can support GoofOn through PayPal, Cash App, Super Chats, and become a patron. So thank you very much for all of that. And veterans and newcomers, thank you very much for hanging out. We've gotten a lot of subscribers over the last few days, so thank you very much for helping. We're almost at 6,100. So we've gotten quite a few. Thank you very much. Just if you like the show, subscribe to it, share it, thumbs up, and make a comment. Please comment. And we like to see 200 likes. It's the activity that helps the algorithm recognize the show, I learned. So try and be active on each one, okay? So we'll be back later on. Third Phase UFO report in about 2-3 hours. And Third Phase of Moon, I'm sure we'll have something new as always. And we'll be back tomorrow, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, right here on GoofOn on YouTube. And we are Truthology for Ufology, everybody. Have a good night.